Welcome to Adikesavan Photography. Today we explore the timeless Gingee Fort, which was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in July 2025. Just a kilometre from Gingee town, a quiet left turn leads towards history. On the left side, the Sri Ekambaraswar temple is located, but as it was closed, we continued our journey further towards fort entry ticket counter. The ticket counter opens at 9 a.m, but arriving early has its own rewards. Since we arrived early, we decided to continue along the same road to explore further. This road runs parallel to the Gingee Fort walls on the right side, while the left side opens up to agricultural lands, along with a few historical ruins and rocky landscapes. At the very end of this road, we reached Chakarakulam Tank, the serene lake of Gingee Fort. Just before this spot, we also came across Chetty Kulam Tank, reflecting the calm of the early morning. Chakarakulam Tank is a serene, man-made lake located at the base of Gingee Fort. Once a vital water source for the fort's residents, it now stands as a calm and picturesque spot, perfect for early morning exploration and photography. Just before Chakarakulam lies Chetty Kulam Tank, a quieter yet equally significant water body. Believed to have served nearby settlements, this tank formed part of Gingee Fort's efficient water management system, ensuring steady storage and balance in a challenging landscape. While you enjoy, let me talk about the details about this UNESCO site. As of July 11, 2025, Gingee Fort was officially designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site as part of the Maratha Military Landscapes of India serial nomination. This recognition underscores the fort's strategic importance, its formidable fortifications, and its rich history under a succession of rulers, including the Cholas, Marathas, Mughals, and the British. Commonly called the Troy of the East, this expansive hill fort complex spans three rocky hills, Krishnagiri, Rajagiri, and Chandrayanda, and features massive defensive walls, watchtowers, temples, palaces, and sophisticated water management systems, reflecting its exceptional military architecture. After soaking in the silence of both tanks, we arrive at the fort entrance, where history, faith, and architecture meet. At the ticket counter, we were informed that bridge work is currently in progress, so climbing all the way to the top of the fort is not permitted. Let's begin the climb into history. Gingee Fort originated as a small Chola fort in the 9th century AD, later expanded by the Kadava kings and further developed under the Vijayanagar Empire. In the 18th century, it was ruled by Raja Tej Singh, Thi Singhu Rasan, who rebelled against the Nawab of Arcot and died in battle. Though Gingee fell to the Nawab in 1714, Tej Singh's bravery lives on in Tamil ballads. The first stop on this journey is the Sculpture Gallery, which houses sculptures and artifacts from various periods and dynasties that once ruled the fort. These exhibits reflect the rich artistic and cultural influences that shaped the region over centuries. After the Sculpture Gallery, we enter the lower fort of Gingee, known as the Troy of the East. This foundational area contains granaries, prison cells, temples like the Venkatramana Temple, and the 7-story Kalyana Mahal. Protected by strong walls and watchtowers, it served as the main gateway and centre for civilian life and supplies before access to the upper forts. All the must-see attractions can be divided into two sections based on the path leading toward Rajagiri Fort, the right side and the left side. The right side includes Kalyana Mahal, the excavated palace remains, and the prison cells. The left side features the elephant pond, gymnasium, magazine, granary, and temples. We begin with the places on the right side, starting with the iconic 7-story Kalyana Mahal, also known as the Marriage Hall, a remarkable example of Vijayanagar architecture. Standing tall in the heart of the lower fort is the iconic Kalyana Mahal. Despite its name, this 7-story structure was likely not a marriage hall, but a ceremonial pavilion or royal tower. Built in classic Vijayanagar style, its design combines beauty with function, arched windows for ventilation and height for surveillance. More than just a monument, Kalyana Mahal symbolized royal power, visibility and architectural excellence. Just beyond Kalyana Mahal lies a site that's often overlooked. The excavated palace remains. Beneath scattered stones and low foundations are the fragments of what was once a sprawling royal palace, possibly rising many stories high in its heyday. Historians believe this area included grand audience halls and private chambers where rulers governed and held court. While much of the structure has crumbled with time, the layout visible today reveals how palace life at Gingee was intertwined with power, governance and daily royal routines. It's a reminder that Gingee Fort was not just a military citadel, but also the beating heart of historic royalty. Just to the right, hidden deep within the fort walls, are the prison cells, spaces that tell a much darker story of Gingee Fort. These narrow, poorly lit chambers once held rebels, enemy leaders and prisoners of war. Far removed from royal life and ceremony, these cells remind us that this magnificent fort was also a place of punishment, control and absolute power. We spent quite some time exploring these cells before climbing to the top of the excavated palace. From here, a breathtaking 360-degree view unfolds, offering a clear and commanding sight of Gingee Fort crowning the hill. With the right side explored, we now turn to the left side, where the gymnasium, elephant tank, magazine and granary are situated. Just to the west of the elephant pond lies one of the most intriguing spaces in Gingee Fort, the old gymnasium. But this wasn't a gym in the modern sense. Built entirely of thick granite with a vaulted ceiling, this was where soldiers trained, built strength and prepared their bodies for the rigors of battle. Some historians even believe this hall doubled as a secret storage area for weapons, hidden deep within the fort's massive stonework. Its design and location tell us that at Gingee, physical fitness wasn't just for show, it was a part of survival. Our next stop is the elephant pond. Hidden within the lower fort, the elephant tank is a massive rock-cut reservoir, nearly 60 by 40 meters in size. Built with stone steps for elephants to walk in, it was more than just a watering spot. Its scale suggests it may have also served ceremonial or royal purposes. Surrounded by 134 stone pillars, the tank reflects Gingee Fort's advanced planning, where water was key to survival during long sieges. As time passed, we paused for a short rest beneath a sprawling banyan tree, taking a moment to soak in the silence and capture a few frames. Refreshed, we continued toward Gingee Fort to explore the granary. These massive stone structures were built to store grain and sustain the fort during prolonged sieges. Though simple in appearance, the granary was the lifeline of Gingee Fort. Designed to hold vast quantities of food, its thick walls, minimal openings, and controlled ventilation protected grain for months, even years. In times of war, survival depended not only on soldiers and weapons, but on foresighted planning like this. Nearby, we missed the place magazine, used to store weapons and ammunition, further reinforcing the strategic brilliance of Gingee Fort. Tucked away within the fort lies the magazine, one of Gingee's most crucial yet least noticed structures. This is where gunpowder, weapons and ammunition were stored, making it the true power core of the fort's defense system. After exploring the granary, we began our trek toward Gingee Fort. The climb to Gingee Fort is steep, narrow and demanding, designed to test anyone who attempts it. As we ascended, the views grew wider and the history felt closer. But along the trail, monkey activity increased, adding an unpredictable challenge to the climb. With bridge work ahead and safety in mind, we chose to turn back halfway, reminded that at Gingee, even the path to the top was designed to defend. As our journey through Gingee Fort comes to an end, the echoes of its walls and the stories etched in stone stay with us a little longer. But history doesn't stop here. In our next vlog, we travel further back in time, to a place built not on hills, but on victory, vision and legacy. Next Sunday, join me at Gingee Fort, the imperial capital of Rajendra Chola Wars, a city born to celebrate conquest and power. From the majestic Brihadisvara temple to the forgotten remnants of a once thriving Chola metropolis, we'll explore how architecture, art and ambition came together to shape one of South India's greatest dynasties. If Gingee showed us the art of defense, Gingee Fort will reveal the grandeur of empire. Until then, this is Adixavan Photography, where history comes alive, one frame at a time.